At the Salvation Army, we create faith pathways for people to meet with Jesus when they hang out in Christian community.
Hey mate, about creating faith pathways, can I tell you about the barbecue I had at my place last week?
Yeah, sure.
I made the salads, the snags were in the fridge ready to cook, and then one by one, all my mates who had invited texted me to say they weren't coming. The excuses seemed silly. I wondered what to do with all the food. I decided to invite people with disabilities in my local community, but then I realised this barbecue would be difficult for people with disabilities to join in. So I put a ramp outside my front door and lowered the height of the tables so that the people who use wheelchairs could easily come in and share the meal. Some of my lights were too bright for certain people, so I darkened them a bit to make them feel more comfortable. I invited a sign language interpreter to join us so that the people who were deaf and hard of hearing could be included in the conversation.
Oh, I hadn't thought about all these things needed to make sure people with disabilities can fully join in. To create faith pathways for people, for all people, we need to ensure that our communities are accessible for people with all kinds of disabilities.
Yeah, and it's not just about changing some things to be more accessible, it's about valuing people and really wanting them to be a part of your life and your community.
Sounds great. When we have real friendship with lots of different people, we are so blessed. It's what Jesus did, and it's what he asks us to do. To create faith pathways for all people to meet with Jesus, we need to make sure that people with disabilities can totally hang out in our Christian communities.